is now time for another classic JP and the Beans Top 5. We are going to give you our top 5 movies of the summer 2024 edition. Here's what we believe you should look forward to, or at least it's what we're looking forward to.
I wouldn't even say I'm looking forward to these movies.
We were forced to do this.
I'm looking forward to 2 of these movies.
Beans has been a good sport here. In our game planning for the episode earlier this week, we always talk about top 5 ideas. And I said, hey, so this is totally on me. I'm like, hey, what if we did a top 5, since we're now into the summer, movies that we're looking forward to this summer? And Beans, innocently enough, trusting me, says, great idea, let's do it. And then we start digging into what's coming out in the summer of 2024. You guys, spoilers, it's grim. There are not a lot of great options out there in this summer.
And they wonder why the theaters are dying. Anyways.
And nonetheless, we powered through. We came up with the top 5, but there's going to be some stretches here. But that's just all part of the fun, Riles. So let's lean into it. Riley, you go first.
I'm even embarrassed this is on the list. Number 5.
It'd be really great if you
honestly,
have a stretch that's on the list. I'd be delighted.
Honestly, this sets the bar. This sets the tone for the list. Okay?
Yes.
Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie, coming to Netflix.
Oh.
SpongeBob is having its own solo movie, and Sandy Cheeks is the main character. That's all I need to say about that. That's how good this list is, guys.
Wow. When's that coming out, Riles?
I don't know, and I don't care.
We need to anticipate.
August? I think August?
August, question mark?
I don't know, look it up on Netflix. I could care less. Because, yes, everybody was clamoring for a Sandy Cheeks solo movie.
Good for you, Sandy.
Okay, well, that's my 5.
All right, there you go. My number 5 is a movie that certainly you've never heard of, because I had never heard of before today. It's called Sing Sing. The title is, I think, quite rough. I wish they would have picked a different title, okay? But the synopsis here, it's based on a true story, okay? So I can say I'm genuinely intrigued based just on that, but it's based on the real-life rehabilitation through the arts program at the Sing Sing Maximum Security Prison. So it follows and it actually, I believe, stars a handful of the folks that came through the program. All right. So the idea here being that I need to apologize immediately because I now realize why they're calling it Sing Sing. That's the name of the correctional facility. Okay. Sing Sing. Also, weird name for the correctional facility. So I don't apologize. Apology rescinded. But I'm intrigued based on a true story. Rags to riches kind of thing. Probably still a lot of rags, but there you go. Sing Sing. Coming out July 12th. Mark it on your calendars. Yeah. All right. Number 4. Fly Me to the Moon. Also, July 12th. Channing Tatum, Scarlett Johansson. Another based on a true story flick where NASA, when they are developing their moon landing mission, hires a marketing professional to try and create what would this, essentially a movie of what a successful moon landing would look like.
So it is a hoax.
It was all a hoax. It was all a hoax. Hey, listen, I love Channing Tatum. Love Scarlett Johansson. They're together in this movie. It looks like a rom-com that the wife and I can go see. I'll go see it with her. We'll do it. Fly Me to the Moon, Riley. That's my number 4. What's your number 4?
Number 4 for me, I have Despicable Me 4. Because apparently...
There you go.
Because apparently that got a 4th movie. It looks like we're getting superhero minions with some powers that I could care less about. So yeah, the 4th one.
Mm-hmm.
That's really my happening. Number 4.
It's really happening.
My number 3, the Garfield movie. Notice how all of these are animated. Yep. So, yes, that is the 3rd. I honestly don't think Pratt's voice is that bad from the trailer. Mm-hmm. Everybody's a little concerned, but I was like, I can hear it. So, that's all I got.
Good for you.
It probably should have been animated before live action.
That's okay.
You know what I mean?
That's okay.
Okay, there I go.
All right.
That's number 3.
My number 3, Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga comes out in just a matter of days. I've already invited you. You've already rejected your invitation. Fine.
I'm gonna be a doo-doo head about it.
Fine. I'll go see it by myself with all my friends. By myself. Listen, I don't really know if I'm expecting it to be great. I really enjoyed Mad Max Fury Road. But as soon as you fold Chris Hemsworth into the mix as the massive, ginormous, long-haired, and also massive prosthetic-nosed apocalyptic warlord that he's going to portray, you've got my attention. So
it would be interesting seeing him as a villain.
Yeah, right. I don't love that it's a prequel. That kind of just always takes away some of the drama as far as, I wonder how this is going to end, and we already know. So it's a prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. But listen, I'm interested enough because I enjoyed Fury Road so much. He gave me Chris Hemsworth. I'm going to go see it. Mad Max Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, is my number 3. Okay, here we go. Now, this is 100% for the sake of variety, okay, that I'm putting this at number 2. Because we all know what the number 1 really is. But I'm going to put this at number 2 just so we can get a little variety in the group. All right, Deadpool and Wolverine is my number 2. I'm going to present a different movie as number 1.
This isn't funny.
This is just for the sake. This is just for the sake of the funny dialogue. This is just the sake of the dialogue. Funny. Don't quit the podcast on me.
You know what number 1 is.
I know.
I don't care what that new number 1 is. That's bullshit. You and I both know that.
He said as much. I confessed as much. This is all semantics. All right. What's your number 2? I'd love to hear it.
Oh, that's the end of your pitch.
Yeah.
Of why it's number 2.
Because I want to talk about
should be number 1.
I want to talk about when you bring it up as number 1. I didn't want to waste. Didn't want to waste.
My number 2 is already out currently. I have not seen it. It is Fall Guy.
Yes.
With Gosling. This looks fantastic.
It does.
This movie looks great.
Yeah.
I would love to go see it.
Mm-hmm.
That is my number 2.
Yeah.
Story looks right. Gosling looks hilarious.
He's always hilarious.
Yes, this is true. So
perfect casting.
Yes,
perfect casting.
I'll take him at number 2.
Yeah.
Number 1 is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes, it is.
And by a mile.
Yes.
By a mile, and no one's even close. Okay, this movie's gonna break records.
Well, there's no doubt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you did that.
I have an opportunity to find myself.
No. Let's hear it. Let's hear what this shit take at number 1 is. I'm angry.
This has gone better than I could have expected. This is great. My number 1, again, could it be number 2? Absolutely. I'm putting it number 1 so we can have some dialogue, and I regret nothing based on how your reaction has gone so far, is Horizon, an American Saga, the Kevin Costner Western. He's dropping, it's a 2-parter. He's dropping part 1, he's calling chapter 1, June 28th, and then chapter 2 later in the summer, August 16th. So
you're not even getting the full movie.
This looks majestic. No, you're not getting the full story. You're getting the full movie. You're just not getting the full story.
Seems like a cop-out.
Well, if it's anything like Matrix Reloaded and whatever the other one was, this could crash and burn real hard. But listen, Kevin Costner is my guy. One of my top 10 favorite movies of all time is Silverado, one of the first movies that Kevin Costner was in, also a Western, by the by. And he has made or been part of Westerns since then that have been terrific. Open Range with Robert Duvall, Bob Duvall. Horrific.
Yellowstone.
Terrific. Yellowstone. I've watched none of it, but I haven't either. It's glorious. So this is a passion project. So he actually left Yellowstone, all right, to make these movies. This is his baby. And it looks magnificent. So it's set post-Civil War as Americans continue to push west. The cast is unreal. I'm not going to go through all those names now because I'm just going to keep hyping this up all summer long. But it looks gorgeous. And part of the reason why I'm going to choose to hype it up here in the number 1 slot is this is what we are lacking in this summer, Riley. We are lacking original content. We have Despicable Me 4. We have Inside Out 2. We have a 7th or 8th, depending on who you ask, Alien movie. Oh my God. There's so much that's just obvious. We're just trying to make money here. We're not necessarily trying to tell a story We're just trying to make some dollar bills. And I understand that it's a business, but I am stoked for a 2-part story that I get to double dip this summer, a Western. I'm here for it. So that's my number 1. Now, again, Deadpool and Wolverine, easily the movie I'm looking forward to the most. It is. But for the sake of variety in this discussion, and because of the absolute never-ending joy that is the gift of your rage reactions, I regret nothing about what I've done.
Varieties for posers. It's fine. It is what it is. It was the wrong decision, but it's fine. Anyways,
we should probably wrap it up
for our last episode ever.
Incredible.